welcome back to my channel. It's me, Ruby. If you're new here, welcome. Today we're going to be doing a different kind of sit down video. I thought I would talk about, as we are now in 2021, a new year for bigger and brighter things, how you guys can make a little more money on the side, whether you're in school or have a full-time job, to, you know, pursue anything you want, to do anything you want, to buy that cute pair of pants you've wanted for a while but can't spare the coin. I'm going to be talking about 10 different side hustles that you guys can implement into your 2021 year of success. Some of these you may have heard of already. I've definitely gotten inspiration from this video, but I thought it'd be good to just make a whole video about some ideas for you guys if you are looking to make some more money. I think having multiple streams of income is the smartest thing you can do, because you never know what is going to fall through. Obviously everything is very time consuming, so you kind of have to strategize how you do it depending on your life and your schedule. So without further ado, let's just get started. If you guys are not already, don't forget to subscribe, check out my Instagram. I also have a Depop if you guys are interested in some clothes. So before we get started, I just want to give a huge shout out to Skillshare for sponsoring this video. If you guys don't know what Skillshare is, it's an online learning community where millions come together to take the next steps in their creative journey. I thought this sponsorship would be perfect for this video because a lot of these side hustles you can learn so much about on Skillshare. You could even learn a skill and become very, very good at it through Skillshare to then turn over into a side hustle, if that makes sense. If any of the topics I talk about today you are interested in but don't feel that you're an expert in, definitely look them up on Skillshare, find a class and check them out and see what you can learn, because I guarantee you'll learn so much and feel 100% more confident going into your side hustle. Skillshare has a ton of classes from illustration, graphic design, film, productivity, marketing, entrepreneurship, all things like that. So options are definitely endless for you. A class I've recently taken is DIY product photography, how to style and shoot creative stills, because as I'm working with more brands, I find I have to take more product shots, which is something I'm not really skilled at, so I'd like to learn more, and I found the class very interesting. Skillshare is curated specifically for learning, so there is no ads, thank God. And they're always launching new premium classes, so you can stay focused and really just follow your creativity. Skillshare is also super affordable, being less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. So with all that being said, the first 1,000 of you to click the link in my description as well as the pinned comment will get a free trial of Skillshare premium membership to, you know, just learn something new, explore your creativity. So I hope you guys all click it. I love Skillshare. So thank you guys for sponsoring this video and enjoy the side hustles. Make that money. The first side hustle I have is doing small jobs on, for example, TaskRabbit or Fiverr. I think TaskRabbit is honestly great. If I needed something, like if I need to make money in an extra way, I would totally just sign up for TaskRabbit. Basically, like, make a profile and list the type of tasks you're able to do, and someone can hire you to do pretty much anything. Last time when I was moving, I needed to get out of my apartment and I didn't have enough time to bring my packages to the post office, so I literally hired somebody to do that for me. And you set your hourly rate or however long rate, and you just get basically tasked and paid to do odd jobs. It could be walking a dog, like picking something up, who knows. But if you're fine with doing that, obviously you can check it out and see what kind of tasks people are doing. A lot of people do it for like moving, building IKEA furniture or any furniture, things like that I know people are like mounting something on a wall. So if you're good with like house stuff, I don't know, like the opportunity is endless on TaskRabbit. There's definitely something you can cater to. Anywho, so I would definitely check that out. I hire TaskRabbits all the time because I really just don't have all the time, and I think TaskRabbit's really good if you don't have time to do everything you want to in a day. And then Fiverr is more, I think, for creative people. If you have a certain skill, like you're really good at graphic design, or you're good at editing audio clips, or writing, you're a talented writer and you make really good, you can also check out Fiverr. I'll have them both linked down below, but Fiverr I think is more for creative. You actually have to have a specific skill and people will hire you to do that. People who are looking for someone to do that will hire you to do that. In general, doing odd jobs I think is a great side hustle, and it's also convenient because there's no strict time schedule. You literally do it when you want. So when you feel like doing a task for TaskRabbit, you make yourself available for it, and that's it. You don't have to, there's no obligation to do a task time doesn't permit you to do it, if that makes sense. The next one is a quite obvious one, I'm sure you all know, but starting a YouTube channel is a great side hustle, a very time-consuming side hustle, and it's definitely not a side hustle that you are immediately rewarded with, but nonetheless it is a side hustle. And I would say the rewards of the work and time you put into a YouTube channel are worth the time and effort you put into it. They come later on. You'll reap the benefits later on if you stick with this side hustle, but I think it's definitely worth it, in my opinion. But again, it's not for everyone. You do kind of nowadays have to have your own kind of niche or audience that can relate to, or very high quality content. So it definitely is nowadays harder, but I wouldn't discourage anyone from doing it. I think if you have the drive and you want it bad enough, then you can 100% make a YouTube channel and have it as a side hustle. That being said, I would never go into it wanting to solely just make money from having a YouTube channel. You have to really love what you're doing if you do want to be successful, because people will see right through you. The next one is start a small business, and this is very general, but I think 2020 was the year that everyone just had the guts, had the time to start their small business, which I think is amazing. So, you know, it could be jewelry, candles, clothing, whatever small business you want to make, like poster design, like I don't even know, anything you can think of that you think there is a market for, I would 100% say to go for it. I have always been very business driven, and I think that's amazing. I want to have like 1 million businesses. Like if I had the time, I totally would. If I knew how to do that completely, I totally would. But yeah, I would say go for it. Obviously a lot of research and process goes into starting your own business, but if you have a passion, then I would say go for it. So number 4 is to become a delivery driver. If you can drive or bike, I think you can even walk for Uber Eats or any of the delivery food services, but delivers for Uber Eats, Postmates, and DoorDash average around $15 to $20 an hour delivering food. And I don't know about here, I think that's more than minimum wage. So I didn't know they made that much, so that's pretty interesting to me. And again, that's another one of the side hustles you can do on your off time whenever you're not actually working or not in school. So I think that's a great way to make money. That's $15 to $20 an hour. That's pretty dang good to me. And then you can also get tips. The next side hustle I have is proofreading. If you are someone who is skilled in English and has always excelled in English and feels that they're, you know, qualified to proofread others' work, then this can be an amazing opportunity for you to make some money on the side. Apparently people make $1,000 or more per month proofreading from home, so it's a great option if you're lazy and don't want to see people and don't want to move. So through a program called VIP Kid, you can actually teach kids English. So if English is your first language and you're fully fluent in English, then you can earn up to $22 per hour teaching kids English. I think it's also, from what I've read, it's also the kind of job where you do it whenever you want. It's pretty flexible for your schedule. Next, I wrote down Depop Seller. This is another huge one that I think blew up the last few years, especially this past year. Selling your old clothes on Depop is definitely a side hustle, but I would say it even more is when you go out specifically to thrift items for your Depop shop and create a curated kind of, it is essentially like an online shop through Depop. 100%. I made a whole video about how much money I made on Depop in 1 year, so I would 1000% say that Depop is a valid side hustle, and it does take a lot of work because essentially you're creating your own brand for yourself. If you get to the point where you're actually using it as a as a shop, as a side hustle, as a business, and you are creating a brand for yourself, you need to think about your packaging, you need to think about what will keep customers coming back, things like that. I think Depop selling is definitely a huge one, and it's fairly easy to do as long as you have an eye for like what's trending and what people want and what your buyers are interested, or your followers are interested in, and you have access to obviously good thrift stores for like decent prices. It's definitely a viable option. Another thing that you can do is in the same genre is like thrift and flipping things. So you can buy ugly things, and if you know how to sew, and you can easily flip them into amazing beautiful item. I'm not so skilled and kind of lazy, but I know there are a lot of people on Depop that do that. They'll crop things, they'll like add a little zhuzh, I don't know, but definitely an option. So the next one is starting a Patreon, which is something I honestly was considering doing, but I don't really have time right now. But Patreon is basically a subscription based kind of program or software, I suppose, app. I don't really know which one, but it's something you subscribe to, like your Apple Music or your Spotify, and you pay a certain amount each month depending on how much they are charging you. And like if I were to do it, I would have you guys pay like $3 a month or something, and you would get exclusive maybe styling videos or basically exclusive content in some sort that only you can see if you subscribe to it. I don't know, I think you kind of have to be creative to think of what your Patreon would be about and how you would want people, how you would actually get people to subscribe because they really want to see your content. So yeah, but I think that's a good viable side hustle. Even if it's $3 a month, $3 a month adds up, guys. So, and if it's like $3 a month from 50 people, I don't know how much that is because I'm stupid, that's $150 a month. Next is start a consulting service. So I've seen quite a few people actually do this and talk about it this year, and I think it's a great idea if you are someone who is educated in a specific service or topic or job, skill, anything like that, and you basically offer your consulting on that specific topic to others who don't know as much or whatever. So for example, like social media, people are social media consultants and they help people grow and how to get the best engagement, what they should be posting, things like that. So if that's something you feel you are very educated in, or any topic that you can think of, then you could totally start a consulting business and charge anywhere from like $60 to $300 an hour depending on how much credibility you have. And then the last idea I had, I don't know, I think this is 10, hopefully this is 10, I don't know, is to create Instagram presets. So I've seen a lot of bloggers do this, but I think anyone could do it if you feel like you have a good eye for filtering and adjusting lighting and things like that, and how to enhance photos in general. While you're editing, you can create presets, which are essentially just making everyone's life easier by just having the preset there, the edited preset that you can just put on top of your photo without having to adjust everything yourself. And then people sell them in packs or individually, and you can only really have the preset if you buy it. So if you feel creative in that way, then that's another great option. So yeah, that was all the side hustles I had to tell you guys about. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's kind of random, but I thought it was cool. I'm really interested in business and like money and financial kind of stuff, so I thought this was fun to make. If you guys want to see more videos like this, then let me know. So yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!